Oh, hi there. My name's Harrison. You know, it's cold days like these that remind me of the long winters I used to spend in Vermont with my father. It'd be very cold outside and he would make us a nice hot bowl of chili from scratch. Why don't we do that right now? Come on. This chili's special because it's based on my dad's old recipe, and it really reminds me of home. But before we start cooking, we need to go to the grocery store. Well, I'm back from the supermarket, and I have all these fresh, delicious ingredients with me. Come on, let's get to work. Alright, let's see what we have here. We've got our garlic, of course our onion and our pepper. Where's the beef? Ah, yes. Here's the beef. Arguably one of the most important parts of this chili. We have our diced tomatoes, our chili beans. These are Bush's Best chili beans. I wouldn't use anything else because they're the best. And of course our tomato sauce. And these ingredients combined with these jalapenos and of course Harrison's secret special chili powder mix will make one of the best chilies this side of the Mississippi, let me tell you. Alright, now let's take a look at some of the utensils we'll be using. We have two very fine, sharp knives, our tablespoon measurer, and of course our stirring spoon. We also have our measuring cup, and most importantly, our chili pot. This is a beautiful red Crusade cast iron pot, which will be perfect for making this chili. The first thing we need to do is brown the beef and the vegetables. So first we're going to start with the garlic. And what you need to do is peel off one of these cloves, you take the knife, and put it parallel to the surface of the cutting board, and you smash it down with your fist. As you can see, it breaks the skin apart, and the delicious, tender garlic meat falls right out. And then with this smaller knife, we want to cut the garlic very fine. Now we'll go for the onion. Now, I don't really know the professional way to cut an onion, but the way that I've kind of decided to do it is I cut off both ends. That way I can peel off the skin more easily. Usually try to cut it lengthwise first. Now that I've got these cut like that, just cut them a little bit more finely. Watch your fingers. We're going to clear a little bit of room here. Get this garlic and onion out of the way. Delish. Alright, so now it's time to cut the pepper. I usually cut it lengthwise like this. As you can see, there's all this white gunk and the seeds. And that's not stuff that we want in the chili, so I usually take this out. And turn them sideways and cut them into smaller pieces. Let's put it into our measuring cup to see exactly how much we have. A little extra pepper isn't going to be a bad thing in this chili. Okay, so now we need to put beef in there with the onion and pepper. We are using ground beef in this situation, but you can really use anything. You can use sausage, you can use pork, any kind of meat product would go well in chili. So we're going to take this, put it in here. We're also going to put some oil in here to get it nice and brown as we're cooking it on the oven, on the stove. All right, now we're ready to put it on the stove. So we just want to let this brown a little bit before we add the other ingredients. So I'll turn this on to somewhere between medium and medium-high and let it cook for about 5 minutes. Now that we have that cooking, we can prepare the other ingredients for the chili. But first, let's get these peppers chopped up. These jalapeno peppers are pretty spicy, and I think will add a nice flavor to our chili. You can also use this moment to open up the cans of beans and tomato sauce that we got. Probably most important of all, we have Harrison's secret special chili mix. I can't tell you exactly what's in here, but I can tell you that there is a mix of paprika, cumin, some onion powder, and some garlic powder. Once the beef is browned, make sure to add the rest of the ingredients and bring it to a boil. First, we're going to put the diced tomatoes in. Next, we'll put the chili beans. There we go. Now I'll put the tomato sauce in there to give it a little bit of saucy nature. Get the jalapenos in here. And of course, Harrison's secret super special chili powder mix. 2 tablespoons of this. And now that we've got all this in here, we want to bring the heat up a little bit so that we can bring this to a boil. And once we have it at a boil, we will then bring it down so we can let it simmer for about an hour and a half. I'm going to bring the heat down a little bit. Actually, I'm going to bring the heat down a lot. So we don't want it to boil too much. We want it to simmer. Now we wait about an hour and a half. Then our chili should be ready. Look at that. I think the chili's ready. Chili is good served alone, but it's best served with friends.